Hi everyone, I'm Maxine.
And I'm Anthony P. Welcome to this video brought to you by the Center for Academic Literacy here at NTNU.
Today, we are going to talk about how to write a good method section for your academic paper.
No, we're not going to design a good study for you. Instead, we'll share with you some pointers on how to present what you did in your study and why you did it that way.
It's like telling a story. Speaking of stories, our friendly neighborhood detective Sherlock is writing one of his stories down. Let's have a look at how he did. Whatson, I've decided to write about one of my most interesting cases. Here's my draft. Have a read.
So, it's the murder on the Onion Express. That's a good one. Everyone was puzzled by the body we found on the train. No one could have gotten on or off, but you managed to figure out that several passengers worked together to kill the guy.
Yep, it was one of my proudest moments, but what's with the frown?
Sherlock, your writing is terrible. Look here. I talked to some of the passengers to establish their alibi. Who did you talk to exactly? And what questions did you ask them? What did they say?
Well, I don't remember. You know I can't read my own handwriting, so I don't know what the case notes are saying. What does it matter anyway?
It matters a lot. You need to present the details of the case in a structured way so that the reader can understand the sequence of events that led to your revelation.
Well, those are really good suggestions. I will go through my notes and get my writing back on track by clearly showcasing my train of thought to the reader.
If you, like Sherlock, are struggling with presenting your study's method, you're not alone.
It's indeed overwhelming to have to sort through so much information, but it's actually very simple. It's literally documenting the steps you took in your studies.
Thus, by telling your readers what you did and how you did it, as well as the rationale, the reason why, behind your methodological choices, you are building reliability and validity.
Okay, but how does it work actually?
We'll help you see how it works through the groundbreaking Experi-Meow.
You heard us right. We've conducted an experiment testing the common wisdom of the saying, "If I fit, I sit."
Legend has it that cats find boxes and other containers irresistible and will sit in them, regardless of the size of the box.
Is it true that cats are powerless in the face of the lure of boxes? Let's feline out through the Experi-Meow.
The Experi-Meow. So, what are we doing? Where are the cats?
Be patient. Before we get into the Experi-Meow, let's make sure we are all clear about our research question and hypothesis first. After all, we have to know what question guides the Experi-Meow.
How does the size of a box, large, medium, small, affect the time it takes for a cat to enter and sit down in it?
Our hypothesis is cats will take less time to enter and sit down in small boxes as compared to medium and large ones.
With that in mind, we're going to go through the components of the method section.
As a quick overview, here are the different components.
1. Participants.
2. Design and materials.
3. Instruments.
4. Procedure.
5. Data coding and analysis.
In this video, we'll be focusing on the first two components. To get more details on the other sections, check out our book, Crack the Case, Not Your Head. Number 1. Participants or participants. First, for our Experi-Meow, we need some participants.
In your method section, you may first talk about the demographics and sample size of the participants.
This study involved 87 cats aged 1 to 13, representing various breeds, ages, and both genders.
You may also discuss the selection criteria you applied.
Eligible participants were those that weighed between 2 kg and 8 kg. Cats weighing below 2 kg, due to their tiny sizes, might not be able to physically fill the boxes, leading to inaccurate results. Cats weighing more than 8 kg were excluded to prevent the boxes from getting flattened. This led to a very sad chunkster leaving the Experi-Meow.
Also, how did you recruit the participants?
We recruited our participants by posting an advertisement on Instacat, a popular social media platform used widely among cats. A total of 101 cats responded, and 87 were chosen to remain in the Experi-Meow.
Number 2, design and materials. Next, let's talk about your experimental design. How did you carry out the Experi-Meow?
Here's a sample text.
This is an experimental study involving boxes of different sizes.
Each cat was first placed in the waiting area, and the door was then opened to release the cat into the experiment room.
The objective was to observe and record the duration from the cat's release, marked by the door closing, until it fully sat down in the box. Next, we can talk about how the groups are assigned.
To investigate the effect of box size on the time taken for cats to enter and sit in the box, participants were randomly assigned to one of the 3 groups, each corresponding to a different box size. 1. Large box. 2. Medium box. 3. Small box.
Number 3, instruments. In this section, you will show the instruments that you used in the Experi-Meow and talk about their reliability and validity.
Number 4, procedure. Next, go through every step of the Experi-Meow in chronological order. This segment should explain details such as the exact time taken for each step.
Number 5, data coding and analysis. Last but not least, discuss how you code and analyze data. For example, did you calculate the mean time taken for the participants to sit down in their given box? Did you apply any statistical tests?
Wow, that's a whole lot of details for one Experi-Meow.
To make sure that you don't suffer indigestion, here's a quick recap of what we've just discussed.
Documenting the method of your study builds reliability and validity, which makes the study more legit.
The methods section can start with a description of your study's participants, including demographic information, section criteria, and recruitment method.
Next, you may describe the design of and materials used in the study.
Then, go into more detail about the instruments used.
Next, go through the steps of your study chronologically and in detail.
Lastly, explain how you code and analyze your data.
We hope that these tips are useful to you as you write your method section.
For more detailed pointers and examples, grab a copy of Crack the Case, Nod Your Head, a beginner's guide to solving your thesis puzzle, published by the Center for Academic Literacy at NTNU.
Again, thank you for watching. This is Mei-Xin and Anthony, your friendly writing buddies at the Center for Academic Literacy at NTNU. Feel free to say hi when you see us on campus.
See you around.